If you've seen Demon Slayer's Infinity Castle arc, then you already know what went down. And if you haven't, this is your spoiler warning. So go on ahead and dip out. But not before you smash that like button and subscribe. Support the boy, you feel me? Now for those still here, let's be real. She got knocked the f off right at the start. And because of that, a lot of fans think she's one of the weaker Hashira. But if you actually look closer, Shinobu Kocho isn't weak at all. She's low-key one of the strongest in ways you wouldn't even expect. Here's something a lot of people overlook. No Hashira has ever truly soloed an upper moon. Think about it. Every time a Hashira goes up against one of Muzan's elites, it's either teamwork or circumstance that seals the deal. The only real exception is Muichiro, who managed to take down one alone. Look at Tengen, aka Mr. Seer Girl. He needed Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Nezuko to help him finish off Upper Moon 6. Akaza, he basically offed himself after his fight with Giyu and Tanjiro. And of course Rengoku-san, who fought with everything he had but still fell against Akaza. Now here's where Shinobu comes in. She wasn't just fighting any demon, she went toe-to-toe with Doma, the third strongest demon in existence, only behind Kokushibo and Muzan. The fact that she lasted as long as she did is insane, and if you read the manga, you know she played a huge role later on through Kanowo, which makes her sacrifice even more impactful. So no, Shinobu losing to Doma isn't proof she's weak. If anything, it shows just how terrifying the upper moons really are. And while humanity needed the Hashira to step up, Shinobu didn't just fight, she stood her ground, faced death head on, and went out like a true warrior.
That's time, Muichiro Kocho Shinobu. 私は柱の中で唯一鬼の首が切れない剣士ですが、鬼を殺せる毒を作ったちょっとすごい人なんですよ。
Shinobu wasn't just a fighter, she was the greatest medical mind in the entire Demon Slayer Corps. She ran the Butterfly Mansion, the place where Slayers came to heal and recover after brutal battles. Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu, you name it, they all ended up under her care. And when it came to fighting demons, her expertise in Wisteria-based poisons made her absolutely lethal. She literally redefined how Demon Slayers could kill, turning toxins into weapons deadlier than a blade. On top of that, she wasn't just some behind-the-scenes healer, she led the Corps' entire medical division, balancing strategy, science, and combat all at once. Even Kaguya Ubuyashiki himself trusted her with an impossible mission, working alongside Tamayo to try and turn Nezuko human again. For him to place that kind of faith in Shinobu shows the incredible weight she carried, and that's the side of Shinobu most fans forget. Her genius in medicine, poisons, and strategy made her just as vital as any sword-swinging Hashira. But Shinobu didn't just stop at brains, she literally reshaped how a Hashira could fight. Enter her unique breathing style, insect breathing. If you've seen my Muichiro video, link in description, then you already know only a handful of Hashira have ever created their own breathing styles. Shinobu is one of them. Insect breathing is actually a continuation of her sister, Kane Kosho's flower breathing, but Shinobu modified it to fit her own body. See, Shinobu knew she didn't have the raw strength to chop off demons' heads like the others. Instead of seeing that as a weakness, she flipped the script, developing a style built on precise thrusts and stabs designed to inject Wisteria poison straight into demons. Every attack mimics the sting of an insect, quick, sharp, and deadly. And because her blade is more like a needle than a sword, each strike was a venom-filled nightmare for demons. Basically, if Shinobu couldn't take your head, she'd make you wish she did. And here's the wild part. This breathing style was made for her and her alone. Nobody else could use it the way she did, which means when people dismiss her because of her size or say she was weak, they're ignoring the fact that Shinobu literally built an entire combat style around her supposed flaws and turned them into her deadliest strengths. So what can you really say about Shinobu Kocho? At the end of the day, everyone has their own way to fight. Shinobu always saw her small frame as a flaw, especially compared to giants like Gyome. But instead of letting that stop her, she turned it into fuel. She used her intelligence, her medical genius, and her creativity to carve out her own path and become the Insect Hashira. And that's the lesson here. If you got goals but feel like your flaws are holding you back, take a page from Shinobu. Don't just work around your weaknesses, turn them into your strengths. And because Shinobu didn't just fight demons, she redefined what it means to be strong and left behind a path for others to follow. Once again, my name is AOI-KUN, and this is my synopsis.